Hey guys. Oh, hey.
Thank God.
Woo!
It's another Super Gold Sunday
You like that one?
edition. I
You like
did.
that? Woo.
Yes, it was eerie and sexy. I like.
I'm bringing you into the 2020 with my sex appeal.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
So guys, I was on Instagram. I love Instagram. It's like a magazine that you don't got to pay for. So I was on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I see this video of this little girl and she's talking about boys and how boys are liars. Check it out.
Don't listen to boys. Are they gonna hurt your feelings?
Okay.
Are they gonna hurt your feelings?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that advice.
Our boys can hurt girls' feelings. You're a girl. You don't want nobody to hurt you, right?
Right.
You don't want nobody to hurt your feelings, right?
Right.
So don't listen to boys, because they can hurt your feelings.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that.
Like they hurt my feelings.
So there were a few things that were alarming to us. One of which I want to talk about how she kept saying, boys, you just don't listen to boys because they'll hurt you. Don't listen to boys because they'll hurt you. And in the comment section, like the person who reposted this video, they said wisdom comes in all forms. And for me, like at first I didn't sit well with me because I'm like, what type of wisdom are you speaking of? Because when I look at it, I see this young 3, 4, 5-year-old girl who is saying to, I'm assuming who may be her mother, don't trust boys because they'll hurt you. And the mom is saying, yes, thanks, honey, you're right. When she grows up, she's going to make don't trust boys because they hurt you into don't trust men. And because all men hurt you, or all men are cheaters, or all men are dogs. Like sometimes we can shape a crazy but narrative about the opposite sex, and it just messes up our whole perspective about who they are and how to operate with them. So,
Is she wrong?
and that's the thing too. I believe that there's wrong and there's right in it. I thought like it's no all wrong, it's not all right. There's a lot of like shades and gray in that. But what I think the most important thing, which is your superpower, is having a discerning spirit when you are in relationship or about to get into a relationship with a person, but also being able to discern yourself as well.
Okay. I love that you think so very highly of your
Yes, because I mean it's true.
Well, it's true now. When I was younger and I was dating, I was lied to a lot. I was
To be clear, lied to a lot by
boys.
Boys? Okay.
By men.
Okay.
Even up until, right before I started dating you.
Right.
I was, just misled.
Right.
Men, professionals at this. Now they got skin in the game.
Right.
They're at a unique place where they know how to be honest and manipulative at the same time. They know how
Yes.
to lie to you and present truths to you. And for some women, that can be very confusing.
Right.
Okay, so for me, I was at a stage in my life where so many people had lied to me that you have to come at me a specific way.
Right.
You can't just come at me like, you come at them down there.
Right.
And so when you're lied to over and over and over again by a boy or a man, something about you, it lowers your self-worth.
Your self-worth?
It
Really?
does. It starts to make you question your decision making. And it starts to make you question why it is that you keep falling for the same guy in different forms. And so you're just like, and then you have those guys who are like, you can't play the victim. You knew what it was. Da 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 da. Did I know what it was? Did I really know what it was? Did you really say to me, hey, I really like you. I really like the way you look.
Right.
I really like your body parts, and so I might even like a little piece of your mind, and I would like to F you. That's what I would like to do.
Right.
And while I'm effing you, I'm probably gonna F like 5 or 6 other chicks, just because I have an insatiable appetite for booties. You know what I'm saying? And occasionally I'm gonna tell you I'll be there, and then I won't. And occasionally I'll promise you dinner, and I won't make it. And occasionally, I don't know, whatever the things are. I ain't been in the game in a while.
I ain't been in the game.
I don't know.
Right.
But I'm gonna mistreat you indirectly, and I'm going to mislead you into believing I'm one way, which is I'm an honest brother, and or whatever. And so that's a very confusing message. You know what I mean? In one hand, the guy might be saying to you, I don't want a relationship, but I really like you. And then in the other hand, he's letting you down. He's not dependable. That turns into trust issues. Trust issues turn into me issues. And it spirals out of control. It's not the same as like when I start dating you. Even now, and this is no secret, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Right.
But it's because I've had this series of relationships where guys presented one way and it wasn't true.
So I think one of the most important questions to ask, and because you would, even though you're married, sometimes like you can still identify in a sense women
Absolutely.
who aren't in marriage, or
Absolutely.
even those who are in marriage who have dogs for a husband.
Okay,
say,
so
right?
so my husband keeps mentioning dogs because
Right.
he's further in this video than I've shared. So
Right.
it's my week to talk. So that's why I'm
Right,
doing all
right.
this talking. We take turns. Okay, so when we decided to talk about this, we wanted to give you guys a little something to hold on to. So we looked in the dictionary, in the Urban Dictionary, under dog. Now for me, I'm thinking DAWGW. But I think
DAWG.
that's a rap song. I
Right,
heard it in my
right,
mind. DOWG, whatever.
Right.
So we looked up the definition of dog in the Urban Dictionary, and the first one is a dog. The definition of a dog is liking to get in someone's pants and wanting to have a boner. Part 2 to that is gets distracted easily from one person and chases after multiple people. Okay, the second definition of a dog in the Urban Dictionary is a perfect person or irreplaceable friend. I mean, when I looked at that, I was looking for dog, the first one, and then when I kept scrolling, I seen dog, and so I said that gives us a little more to work with in today's video, because it's like, are you with someone who's your dog, or are you with someone who's a dog? And for some women, it's hard to discern which guy they're with. And so that's why I gave the earlier example of, you're with this guy and he seems upright and honest. And we live in a society now where these women don't expect much. Like
Right.
these young girls, they listening to Megan, they breaking it down, they throwing them bottoms around, and they're thinking, he pay this, he buy this, I'm good. And they're not really looking for a long-term commitment.
Right.
They're not really looking for an extended relationship. Or conversely, you have these women who are in long-term relationships or marriages, and they just can't trust this dude because
Right.
he's been doing this doggish cat and mouse game for so many years
Right.
that she's just like, he a liar. I can't trust him.
Right.
But I know that he's a liar and I can't trust him. So here is where I am. And it's something that I want to break through today. I want to help the women identify where they are so that they can determine where they want to be.
Right.
For me, when I was out there, I knew that I didn't have the heart to be with a dog. I knew that I could not sustain in a relationship where I couldn't trust what that person was saying. I would rather be poor living in a box with nada than dealing with a man who I can't believe in, who I just can't trust, a man who doesn't put me first, even if his mouth is saying he puts me first, even if he's paying all my bills, even if he is taking care of the household, but I can't trust you. I don't trust when you get in a car that you're not immediately texting or FaceTiming somebody. I I can't function like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And back in my day, I dated a lot of that kind of guy. And I figured out, like, he's super charismatic, he fun, he get lit, he like to take his selfies, he, you know, he's this star type guy. Not that Sharif isn't, you know, but he's this, like, he needs this certain amount of attention from others. That makes me a little antsy.
Right.
You know, because with that does come a certain amount of lies. Do you agree?
I agree with you. I think what I'm getting from what you're saying right now, and I want to highlight this to you guys because, like Felicia said, you know, we want to break through this today, is take your power back. And what I mean by take your power back is, like, you'll notice, like, just look at history. We've come from this patriarchal type history where men are like these misogynistic dudes who, you know, they go out into the world, they do what they do, they come home, they smash their wife, and then that's it. They don't care about her day. She's at home with the kids all day anyway, and they just do like crazy men stuff, and the women are just left to the side. Now we're shifting, but it's like we haven't found like that fine balance. Now it's like the females are doing what the dudes are doing, right? So what I mean by take your power back is, like, understand your position as a woman. And I don't mean your position as a woman like you're under a man like that. But what I mean is, like, we have mad females out here that are so hurt because of experience like these doggish men that they're becoming the same thing that hurt them. And so when you take your power back, you get to the awareness of who you are, and you can say to yourself, like Felicia's saying right now to you all, like the standard that she has and what she knows she doesn't want to deal with.
No, I can't.
That you can't deal with.
I can't.
That's even more. Like, not that I won't.
No,
It's
I can't.
I can't.
No.
I can't. I am incapable of being with this type of person.
Right, no.
Like, women, if and I don't really know, like, if I'm taking this, like, away from the point, but if y'all really understood your power and, like, that you possess as a woman, you bring men into this world. Number one, you bring these men into this world. You had to join up with another man in order to produce humanity. Like, the point is, you have so much power in you that you can help to shape or reshape the narrative and how men are treating women. And how you do it is, like, you don't settle for the bullcrap and for the dogs that are out here.
Oh my God, they're so manipulative.
Yes.
Like, these are the entrepreneurs of, like, what, baby?
Yeah. These are like the entrepreneurs of relationships, or the entrepreneurs like they just start up like relationships and go, right?
They sell, and they're great salesmen.
Yeah.
Their pitch is so believable.
Right.
And
these dudes all, like, if this was a business, these dudes will build you up and have an exit strategy.
Oh my God.
I
am going to put X amount of dollars into this startup.
Right.
And when I get to this peak, I'm going to sell it.
And I'm going to sell it.
Whether it's ready to be sold or not, I'm selling it.
Right.
And these women, it just don't get it. If I have to text you and say, why didn't you call me today? That's how you know. Because I know sometimes we get inboxes and people will say, like, well, how do you know you can't trust somebody? How do you know? This is how you know. You have to text him, where you at? He don't respond. Or you just, you call him, he doesn't answer. He doesn't call you right back. Next time you talk, he has some crazy excuse. Or he flips it on you. Well, what you calling me like that for? And then the argument becomes about you calling him, not that he didn't answer the call that you called him on. I'm your woman. I don't have a right to call you.
Right.
Or, okay, let me speak in terms of 2020.
Okay.
I can't call you
Right.
and expect to be called back.
Right.
What is that? You know, you can't ask for a couple dollars without being a gold digger. Sweetie, you're being used. These are all examples of usage of you. He wants to lay up with you. I'm saying lay up because it's cute, but y'all know what it is.
Right.
But you can't ask for anything. You can't expect anything. And that's not even just tangible material things. You can't expect honesty, respect.
Right.
You can't expect to see another woman in a grocery store and she don't know what your man feel like yesterday, last week.
Right. We ain't talking about, like, this your ex.
Right. Like, he has no respect for you, or she.
Right.
He or she has no respect for you.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you this: if you tried that on them, they would be out before you could blink your eyes.
Yep.
So don't be misconstrued about what's happening here. You're being taken advantage of.
Right.
Like the little girl said, you're being lied to.
Right.
And you're being lied to because you're open to it.
Right.
And you're open to it because instead of saying, I'm done with this, don't even tell him, just be done with this, you're calling him and saying, why are you doing this? Or when he calls you, you're going. And then you're mad and you're venting and you're hurt and you're confused. And then when you get in a stable relationship with this person, because a lot of times it transitions into something more serious, you still don't believe now your husband, or you don't trust them, or you just don't like them because they hurt you so bad or they lied to you so much in the beginning. Why put yourself through that? This little girl doesn't have the right idea about her life and boys, but she has the newest version of what we've all been taught to expect and accept. Is that what you want for yourself? Forget your daughter. Is that what you want for yourself? Do you want to live your life continuously telling yourself all men are dogs, all men are liars, all men cheat, ain't no good brothers out there? Or do you want to tell yourself B-I-T-C-H's ain't S-H-I-T. They don't know where they place. They stupid. They don't. I'm going to go with the answer is no because you're watching this video. So please take heed to what it is that we're saying. And if you have a feeling, trust your gut. It's like if you, when you see a dog, what feeling do you get? If it's a nice little dog and you're able to pet them, you have a good feeling. If it's a bad little doggy and they're roughing and barking and howling at you, you have a bad feeling. Don't take that bad feeling and turn it into potential.
Right.
This dog might change. This dog might stop barking there's nothing you can do. The dog is a dog. Okay? Throw that dog a bone and be out. Until next time, guys, when something seems bad,
Turn it around.
and make something good.
Blessings.
Peace.